Hey guys, welcome back to GanchiPlans. It's been a while. Hopefully today's video will be pretty short because I want to get this done and get to bed. I'm filming this on a Sunday night before our school day starts for tomorrow for the next school week. So I wanted to show you real quick how I do our homeschool planning. If you're not interested in this, don't feel like you have to watch, but I will be posting hopefully a flip through of my 2025 MoTerm personal size planner coming up soon, or maybe I'll publish that first, I don't know, but hopefully you'll be interested in that instead. But if you are here for homeschool planning, this is just how I've been doing it. I currently have one student in first grade, but I think that I will probably do it similar for next year. And here we go. This is how I set up my week. So I have this, I have a comb binder, or I guess a wire spiral binder that I got for free off Buy Nothing, which I love. And so I made myself this little thing. These are all inserts from my shop, just weeks. And then there's space here for notes. And I was originally going to have my student, using these, but, and I would list like, these are the assignments for each subject, and here's the days that you have to do them. But then it got wet and I don't know, she is easier, it works better for me to use this spiral notebook for her, and this I just use for myself. So here's what we do. I, at the beginning of the school year, went through all of our like scopes and sequences and indexes and everything for all the different subjects, and determined how many days per week I would be doing every subject in order to get it all done within the school year. So I have 3 days of math, 4 days of history, 2 days of science, like that. And then I have these little plasticky sticky notes. They're like full-size sticky notes, but I cut them into strips. Use an ultra fine point Sharpie to mark them, because normal pen would just rub right off. And then I'm able to reuse these every week. So the first thing I do at the end of the week, because this is last week, I go ahead and actually write down with pen what we actually did accomplish. Well, I'm going to show you what that looks like, but the week before was, here we go. This is the last week of school before Christmas break. Write it down in pen so that I have a record of what got done. So let me do that real quick. This was actually a terrible example because I didn't move things around, but there were a couple of things I did end up moving around, and that's the beauty of this system, as I'll show you. So next we're going to move all of these sticky notes over to the next page and date next week. So we're going to go through and add all of our events here on the left side. We have some things that are recurring every week, one field trip this week coming up. So let me just add all that stuff in. So this is a quick way to see how busy our week is looking. And that allows me to assign all of these different tasks, all these different subjects to days depending on how busy we're going to be. Like, for example, Wednesdays I actually bulk up a lot because while my middle child, my preschooler, is in catechesis class, my mom is able to come along and watch the toddler and the baby, and I guess they're both toddlers now, he's walking, watch the toddlers, watch the boys, while I get like a bunch of stuff done with my first grader. We'll probably keep this day relatively light, this day basically bare. I was gonna maybe assign some science reading when we go to SeaWorld, because we are working on sharks and whales this week in our reading, but I think I'm going to assign that to this day or this day so that we can get our experiments done and have that all really, like, they know what they're looking forward to and get them really excited, so they already know what they're going to see that day, instead of trying to spend any of our time at SeaWorld doing readings. I don't think that's going to happen. And then I try to keep my Fridays light, but on a week that's busier like this, it might end up busy, so we'll see. Let's start with history. Mondays are the days we're at home, thank goodness. I love that because, I don't know, I have projects and things. I was taking down all of our Christmas decorations today, Sunday, so The house is a bit of a mess. I'm able to do like clean the bathrooms tomorrow, stuff like that. And then I can do history on every day except Thursday, since that's 4 days a week, and it doesn't take forever, and that's our group subject that we do with the whole family together. So I have to put that down first, and then on busier days there will be very little else. English is the next one. I split up English into 2 different chunks because trying to do everything every day was too much. So this is when it says grammar, that's our IEW. So I do that on Wednesdays because it's easier to take with us versus spelling. And I do try to alternate also. Spelling is, what's it called? Spelling, all about spelling, which has like the big whiteboard. So that will be a home subject if I can help it. But we'll alternate. And then math, we're basically going to get a bunch scheduled for Monday. But the beauty of this system with the little movable sticky notes is that I can assign a whole bunch to one day and be really aspirational, and then say it comes and it's just not happening. Everybody's real bummed and just not vibing, then we can move things around and delay them, and then I don't write anything in stone in pen until the week's over, at least until the day's over. I think I'm going to move this to Friday, spread that out. On days that she doesn't have a math lesson, I do like to have her do some math games on the computer though, because you're not supposed to care about STAR testing, but she's behind, I think, on her math versus her English. All right, science, we're gonna do again here and here. Religion I always do on Wednesdays, and it doesn't fit, but I can put social studies there too. She actually really loves social studies. It's like a workbook. And that's different from history because this is the stuff that like her charter school cares about, all of her like standards. And then we'll do religion on Friday maybe, or we can do it tomorrow. And then I'll do the typing on Friday because she also, I forgot to put that here, she has Zoom classes, a music sort of class. They're like making, I think they're making they're learning about rhythm this week. And Zoom social studies. These are both with the charter school also. And so after she's done with her Zoom class, she can just move over to my computer instead, which has the CD-ROM drive. She did not like Typing Club. She thought it was too dry, so I got her the Mavis Beacon Keyboarding Kids CD game. So she's trying that out and seeing if it's a little bit better. So there we have it. Everything's bulked up on Monday when we're home and Wednesday when my mom is helping. And that leaves things pretty light here. And that's making me think that maybe I should try going to the library, have my mom over, because there's like a painting project that she wanted to do. And then they do on Friday, I was setting up a garden bed and unpacked the garden bed to build it. And they found the packing foam and decided to make an entire mess of it. And after yelling at them for a while, I decided that they were going to be learning a lesson. It was too late anyway. They'd made the mess and they were going to clean it up. So I really hope they enjoyed themselves because it has been taking them 3 full days so far of cleaning it up and they're still not done. And there's a deadline with a consequence if they don't get it done. So I will give them extra time on Tuesday to do that, and if we run out of time on Monday, then I can move some things to Tuesday. So we have more things on Friday because this is, well, I'm going to write it here. This is science, obviously. This counts as science for the purposes of logging it as a school day, even though we're not opening the books. And that's the day. So that's the week, I mean. And like I said, we can move things around if it gets extra busy, or if things just don't seem to be working out. So then the night before every school day, I pull out this basic not 3-ring binder, what am I saying? Coil bound notebook. This is just, what's it called? Wide rule. And just, there's a page for every day. And I write the date at the top nice and big so that she can copy it on the days that she's doing her journal for IEW. Which those, I have her do the journal on spelling days. And then the grammar days is when we do like the copywork lesson and summarizing a story. So we split that in half. And so here I write down everything that she has to do for that day. And so she knows at the beginning of the day what's expected of her. There's not a lot of it that she's doing on her own, but there are some things that she does on her own. But mostly I think it just helps the flow of the day if she's not completely blind to what's coming. So I would basically copy down everything from the week list onto the daily. All right, I don't know if you can tell, this is my 4th pen now. I don't know, having terrible luck. This here is a question that I was just going through. I was just looking through the textbooks a minute ago to make sure I knew what was coming up for this week. And one of the things is a paper doll for history. The resource is called Famous Figures of Ancient Times. And it's like a little cut out and like brad together, these little paper dolls with moving limbs. They're really cute. We're doing King David tomorrow, or this week, I mean on Tuesday. And so on Monday I have to ask the kids, because there's a color it yourself version and a pre-colored version. And I think last time my first grader wanted to color it herself because she loves art, and my preschooler wanted the pre-colored version. So I just want to confirm that. So I put that note here. And they can let me know, because Agnes will definitely see that. She loves reading. She tells me she doesn't like it, but she absolutely loves it. And writing too. And she can't fool me. And that's why I already told you, I put the date real big so that she can copy it when she does her journal. So I put a little bit more here, and I try so hard, but I'm pretty sure I misspelled experiment again. Spelling's not my strong suit, which is why it's included in curriculum for the kids. And yeah, so I put just a couple of things of like what is involved, because history, stories and song. There's some songs that we learn too. So we're just going to be reading a story and practicing our songs, and then math lessons. So I'm not going to have her do math seeds tomorrow. If she asks me, it's going to be those get the yard done first, and then you can carrot stick situations. And then we're all set for Monday, and I'll do the same thing for Tuesday on Monday night. If anything didn't get done here, then I will move the sticky note to the next day and write down what we actually did get done. And as long as we get something done, that's all the charter school cares about. There we go. Hope that was useful and that you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions below, and if you enjoyed this kind of content and want to see more of how we do our homeschool, I can include some of that in my channel going forward as well. Have a good one. See you in the next one. Bye.